say, look, for sixth season, we're going to receive very low rainfall. So that really affects farmers across the country, and especially now, those who are already vulnerable in the country. So this is interesting. You have parents, queuing up with the students. Not a very good situation. Yeah,
I think it's even not just the farmers, but also people who are herders in more than 23 counties in the north. I come from a county where people are going to look for water in Ethiopia and Somalia.
Right.
That is Mandera County. What does that tell us? I mean, there has been poor planning from the government side, because even if we have the little rains, like in northern region, there is no much harvest of rainwater. Okay? If you look at places like California, where even if there is no rain for like 3-4 years consecutive, when it rains, they harvest all the water, and that can be used for 3 or 4 consecutive years. So what is happening in the country is the poor planning of when it rains.
Like this is a global phenomenon. We're seeing
it is, but you see,
especially in the Horn of Africa.
What do we do to, you cannot say it's global, but we can't do what other countries are doing. Our own country, we need to have mechanisms, like if you have dams in Wajir County, in Mandera County, and we're harvesting these funds, these water rains, and then we have a long-term usage of, or even limit even settlements. Like in northern Kenya, there is mushrooming of villages coming everywhere. No. Now when you bring more villages coming, they will require public utilities, water, schools. So they're stretching the local resources. So I think the drought is saying we are going to the 6th part. Right now, especially northeastern, I don't know why Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, the 6th county, Cielo, Marsabit, the members of parliament, the governors are not coming together to tell the government that this must be declared a disaster. People, I'm told, on your way from Nairobi to Mandera, you'll be seeing people sitting under trees. They have nothing to eat. They have no water. They can't access, food. So I think there is a failure of good planning, partly by government, both the national government and the county government, because like if northern Kenya Mandera County is receiving 13 billion, Wajir is receiving close to that. So in the last 10 years of devolution, Mandera alone might have received between 100 to 140 billion. You look at Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, we are talking of $500 billion. And 10 years down the line, the problem we were talking about 50 years before independence, we are still the same 10 years of devolution. So there must be a problem there. There is a problem on financial prudence and planning in terms of county government and national government.
Okay, let me get to Bina. What do you make of this? Really not a good situation. You're seeing parents, the elderly especially, and they're actually talking about more elderly men are actually lining up to at least get